welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to show you how to put a vinyl insert into a tail that it is suited for. So you're going to need three things. You're going to need your tail skin, the vinyl insert that goes with that tail skin, and your monofin that has been recommended by the creator of the tail. So my tail I have here today is a Finfolk Productions Mermaid Kariel collab tail. It's a few years old now. You might have something similar or something different, but this goes the same way for pretty much any fabric tail that has a vinyl insert. So as you can see, the vinyl is the same shape as the fluke part of the tail. So this goes on the inside of that. This gives the tail a bit more structure and it stops it from ballooning out when you're swimming, making it a lot safer. Now, not all fabric tails have vinyl inserts, so just be aware of that, but obviously if you're here, you want to know about the vinyl insert type of tails. So the first thing that I do is, with this one specifically, it has three pieces of Velcro. I undo the one on the side, that will be on the same side as the zipper, which for me is that far side there. So I just undo that in preparation and I keep the Velcro attached to one side, but you can see now it opens up to the middle. So you want to unzip your tail the whole way. You'll find there's generally a little hidden zipper on the side. Some tails have an opening in the bottom, but I've never seen any vinyl tails like that. So yeah, find your zipper and basically just going to feed this inside. Just be careful if you've got any sharp pointy things. Some of the Finfolk tails have lots of dangly bits, so just take your time, making sure that everything's going to slide into the right place. And get your arms in there. You can kind of curl it up and fold it to get the middle in. Try and do that far side first. And feel where the point is. Okay, so that's got the vinyl in pretty much. I'm just going to tidy up all the little lumpies and bumpies to get the shape sitting really nice. And okay, so vinyl is in. The next step is putting your monofin in. Now the monofin is what you actually get your power from. If you've never swum in a mermaid tail and you're starting off with a tail like this, I would recommend that you practice with the monofin on its own a fair bit in a pool somewhere safe with a friend or a family member, someone who can keep an eye on you while you're learning, and you should always swim with someone anyway. But yeah, so when you swim with this, it gives you a lot of power. When you put it in a tail with vinyl, sometimes it does feel a bit heavy, there can be a bit of drag, so you just want to make sure you're being safe, practice a lot, and yeah, never swim alone. But to put this in, so we've got that open side here. Hopefully you can see okay. Basically, we're going to do the same thing, but with the monofin. And so this tail opens up really high. You can see there, the zipper goes all the way up to like my calf. So that's really helpful for getting the top of the monofin in without damaging anything. So again, you just kind of feel around until you can shimmy him in. Shimmy, shimmy, shimmy. And I'll give a little close up in a sec of how this looks on the inside. So you can see I have the monofin in there. The ankle pockets line up pretty much to where the edge of the vinyl is. You don't want that cutting into the top of your feet. I know some people have trimmed theirs down to make it a bit more comfortable. That's just up to personal preference. And then to secure it in place, you want to reattach that piece of Velcro that we undid beforehand and do it up nice and tight, and that's going to hold everything in place. And then we can zip them up all the way. And to remove the monofin and the vinyl, you just do everything the same way, but backwards, I guess. Undo your little bit of Velcro, shimmy the monofin out, and then curl up the tips to make it a bit easier, and shimmy out the vinyl. One other little tip I will just mention is you do need to clean your vinyl after every swim or it'll get real gross, whether you're swimming in chlorine or salt water or fresh water. Give it a rinse in your bathtub, shower, garden hose, something. You want to fully take apart both pieces of vinyl, because if you leave them together, they will not dry. Trust me, I've tried. It can be a bit of a pain, but it's just part of cleaning your equipment. So it does come apart into 2 separate pieces. Give them a rinse on both sides and then lay them flat over something to completely dry. Same with your monofin and tail, you always want to wash and care for them properly, but this is not a cleaning video, so I won't really go into that. But yeah, make sure that you clean everything so you get the longest life out of your equipment as possible. Now I am going to do a quick little try-on demo for you as well. There is a few different ways I've seen people put their tails on that have vinyl on the inside. I'm going to show you the way that I do, but again, whatever works best for you. So you want to make sure that your monofin is facing up, you've got the inside of the foot pockets there. And I start with 1 foot at a time and go down to find the monofin pocket. You can use your other hands to get in there and pull the ankle strap over. Get him in there. And so that's 1 foot in. Give him a little kick, see how it's sitting. And do the same with the other one. Now what I have seen other people do is they'll leave the zip undone to be able to access the inside of their tail while they're putting their feet in. I personally don't feel like I've ever needed to do that, but if you do, absolutely go for it. I find these tails are so stretchy, you can really get in there with your hands anyway. And pulling him on. Both feet are in there nice and snuggly. And then you just work the tail up, pulling out any wrinkles as you go. You have to do some funny yoga poses. Ugh. My tail is a little bit long for me, so I do tend to get a few wrinkles here and there. I've also got a couple of stitches I need to fix. But yeah. And then this guy is ready for a swim. Now again, a lot of this can be personal preference. This is just meant to give you a bit of an idea if you're really not sure how to do this. But yeah. Play around, find what works for you, find what's going to be the most comfortable, what monofins, what type of vinyl you like. Some are thinner, some are thicker. But yeah, that's the gist of it. If you have any questions, leave them down in the comments below and I'll try my best to answer them. Thanks so much for watching and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!